Not only was Carmelo in foul trouble, but Tyson Chandler was in foul trouble for much of the game, and he wasn't a factor defensively inside.
What do the Knicks have to do to turn this thing around and grab some momentum in this series?
Well, one, they're a team that stresses isolation basketball. They hold the ball a lot, more ball movement. I looked at them to run a lot more pick and rolls. But the biggest thing is they're going to have to get their defense going. They're going to have to get physical. They're going to have to match the physicality of how Indiana plays. Because if they don't, Indiana's been the best defensive team in the league. And what Indiana does, they defend the three better than anyone. And we know the Knicks, they live on a three-point shot.
Points in the paint, rebounding, all of that went the way of the visitors with Indiana. Back to Hibbert for a second, because he came into this game a little more than 5 points a game in his average against the Knicks. Goes for 14 today, 5 blocks. As you mentioned, gets Tyson Chandler in foul trouble. What did he do so different today that works so well?
Well, the biggest thing is the Knicks are having matchup problems. They're having problems guarding West. They're having problems guarding George, so they're giving some help. And what's happened a lot is that Tyson Chandler is going times to give help. That leaves Hibbert open, whether it's for an offensive rebound or off a draw and kick situation. He's got that little jump hook. So he's getting open because Tyson Chandler is trying to help their defense so much, and they're using him up defensively, and it's giving Hibbert some open opportunities.
You know, after the series against Boston, you know, Carmelo Anthony, the whole shoulder situation, he didn't look like he had it together in this game. What can the Knicks do to maybe not, I don't know, make Carmelo the focal point as they continue to do? Is there anything else they can do to generate some offense that maybe not all comes from Anthony, which is the age-old question of the Knicks?
Well, Felton has been good for him. He's helped a lot. But what I could see them doing is not using him as a decoy, but using him to set pick and rolls.
Okay.
So his guy's got to help out on the pick and roll on Felton. And if his guy helps out, now they can pop him back. He can get more open opportunities. What's happening right now, the best way to stop a good offensive player is make him guard defensively. And so what they're doing is they're wearing him down in the post, having to guard West, on the perimeter, chasing George all around. So he's exerting so much energy at the defensive end. So somehow they might have to change their lineup, maybe go a little bit bigger, slide him over to the three, and try to let him post up George and use the reverse psychology against Indiana.
This is the 7th postseason meeting between these two, and Larry Johnson's not walking through that door. Reggie Miller's not coming through that door.
Spike Lee is.
Spike Lee, sure.
Actually, he's in every arena now.
His hat game has gotten so much better since these battles in the 90s. But if history's any indication here, your Game 1 winner in the postseason battles between these two, Indiana and New York, they've split their 6 postseason meetings. The winner of Game 1 has gone on to advance in each occasion, each season. So now that home court is moot, now that the Pacers have done that, what can New York do to seize the momentum back?
Well, you have to understand that the series always boils down to winning one game on the road. You've got, whether you're the home team and you have home court, or whether you're the road team, I believe that you have to win one road game. So right now what the Knicks have to do is they have to find a way to win a road game. And where they're dangerous is that they can shoot threes, and they're a team that if they get hot and they make threes, they can win on the road. So this series is far from being over, but I do believe what you said, Linda. I believe that this is a hangover from the Boston series. That emotional series where they came back and they won after they had that tough game where they lost at home and came back and beat Boston. To have one-day preparation, I've gone through that twice, once in Detroit and once with Minnesota. Both times I lost that first game at home.
How'd the rest of the series come?
Unfortunately, we lost in 6, so that doesn't bid very, very well for the New York Knicks. But we did hold service, and that's the biggest thing.
For a young Pacers team like this, what does winning Game 1 on the road do to their mentality?
Well, they gained a lot of confidence, but they gained that a year ago because how they played so well. They gained that a year ago. They're a team right now, when you look at George, he's an all-star. West has been an all-star, and now you have Hibbert playing at that level he's playing. And if they get that bench play, as you said, with Augustine off the bench, they're going to be tough to beat because it's tempo basketball. There's low possession games, and they rely on their efficiency offensively. And defensively, they're just like who we saw last night, the Chicago Bulls. They're gritty, and they get after you.